Welcome to the 19th episode of the JavaScript Tutorial Series. Today we are going to unravel two super important concepts, hoisting and the JavaScript execution context. These are like the secret gears that power how your JavaScript code runs behind the scenes. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why variables and functions sometimes act in surprising ways and how you can write cleaner, more predictable code. Let's dive right in.
To understand hoisting, we first need to talk about the JavaScript execution context. This is the environment where your JavaScript code runs. Whenever you execute a program, the JavaScript engine creates a global execution context and it makes a new one for each function you call. Each execution context has two phases: the creation phase, where the engine sets up memory for variables and functions, and the execution phase, where it runs your code line by line. Let's look at a quick example to see this in action. Open your code editor and let's write some code. Here, we declare a variable greeting with let and assign it to the value namaste, and then log it to the console. When this runs, JavaScript creates a global execution context. In this creation phase, it allocates memory for greeting. In the execution phase, it assigns namaste and logs it. The output? Namaste. Pretty straightforward, but hoisting adds some twists. Let's explore that next. Hoisting is JavaScript's behavior where variable declarations and functions declarations are moved to the top of their scope during the creation phase. It's not magic, it's just how JavaScript prepares your code before running it. Since we are avoiding VAR in this series, we will focus on how hoisting works with let, const and function declarations. Let's try an example to see what happens when we access a variable before declaring it. You might think this code would work, but it throws a reference error. Why? Because let declarations are hoisted, but they are not initialized until the declaration line is reached. This creates a temporal dead zone, a period where the variable exists but cannot be accessed. JavaScript sees it like this. Hoisting with let and const is similar and both involve the temporal dead zone. Let's look at a few examples to make it clear. First, hoisting with let. We have set global city to Mumbai. Inside show city, we try to log city before declaring a local city with let. Because let is hoisted to the top of the function scope, but it's in the temporal dead zone until its declaration, we get a reference error. The local city shadows the global one, but we can't access it yet. Function declarations are hoisted too, and they are fully usable before their definition. Let's check out an example. Here, we call greet before defining it, and it works. That's because function declarations are fully hoisted, including their entire body. But this only applies to function declarations. Let's see what happens with a function expression. Here, say hi is a function expression assigned to a const. The const declaration is hoisted, but it's in the temporal dead zone until the assignment. So, calling say hi before the declaration throws a reference error. Always define function expressions before using them. Time for a fun challenge to solidify your knowledge. Your task is to write a function called describePerson that logs a person's name and age. Use let or const for variables and call the function before its definition. Try to predict what will happen if you access a variable before declaring it inside the function. Pause the video, try it out, and predict the output. That's it for episode 19. You have just unlocked the mysteries of hoisting and JavaScript execution context using let and const. In the next episode, we will explore callbacks and higher order functions, where you will learn how to make your code more dynamic and reusable. It's going to be super exciting. See you next time.
That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you soon in the next video. Take care and bye for now.